The earth trembled, and in its wake, chaos reigned. On March 29, 2025, a devastating earthquake, registering a powerful 7.7 on the Richter scale, ripped through the heart of Myanmar. The epicenter, located 16 kilometers northwest of Sagaing, became the focal point of a tragedy that would reverberate far beyond its borders. Buildings crumbled, roads buckled, and a nation found itself grappling with the devastating power of nature's fury. As if echoing the tremors in Myanmar, a chilling scene unfolded miles away in Bangkok, Thailand. An unfinished high-rise building, shaken by the seismic waves, collapsed like a house of cards. The structure, a symbol of progress and ambition, transformed into a tomb of steel and concrete, trapping an estimated 100 construction workers within its ruins. The initial reports painted a grim picture, with casualties feared to be high in both countries. The world watched with bated breath as rescue workers raced against time, their efforts hampered by the scale of the disaster and the political complexities that have come to define Myanmar. Myanmar, already grappling with a complex political landscape and a humanitarian crisis, found itself ill-prepared for a disaster of this magnitude. The earthquake's impact was most severe in Mandalay and Nay Pyi Ta, where the physical destruction was compounded by the limitations of the country's infrastructure and emergency response capabilities. The military junta, which seized power in 2021, declared a state of emergency in 6 regions, a stark admission of the severity of the situation. The official death toll, a grim testament to the earthquake's impact, stood at 144, with over 732 injured. However, these numbers were feared to be just the tip of the iceberg, with many areas still inaccessible and the full extent of the damage yet to be assessed. The earthquake's epicenter, located near the Sagaing region, added another layer of complexity to the unfolding crisis. Sagaing has been a key battleground in the ongoing civil war, and the presence of armed groups, coupled with the junta's tight control over information, raised concerns about the potential politicization of aid and the ability of relief organizations to reach those most in need. Bangkok, a bustling metropolis more accustomed to man-made disasters than natural calamities, found itself grappling with the unfamiliar terror of an earthquake. While the city was spared the full brunt of the tremors that ravaged Myanmar, the collapse of the high-rise building served as a stark reminder of the city's vulnerability to seismic activity. The building, still under construction, was a testament to Bangkok's rapid development, but its collapse exposed the risks associated with unchecked urbanization and the potential human cost of lax safety standards. The sight of the mangled steel and concrete, a symbol of progress turned into a scene of devastation, sent shockwaves through the city and beyond. As rescue workers, aided by sniffer dogs and specialized equipment, carefully picked through the rubble, hope dwindled with each passing hour. The confirmed death toll stood at 7, but with over 100 construction workers still unaccounted for, the true scale of the tragedy remained unknown. The incident served as a wake-up call for a city unaccustomed to facing the wrath of nature, prompting calls for stricter building codes and improved disaster preparedness. In the aftermath of the earthquake, a sense of urgency permeated the air. Rescue workers in Myanmar, hampered by a lack of heavy machinery and the logistical challenges posed by the country's terrain and political climate, toiled tirelessly to reach those trapped beneath the rubble. The junta's rare appeal for international assistance highlighted the severity of the situation, even as concerns lingered about the potential for aid to be manipulated for political gain. Meanwhile, in Bangkok, the search for survivors continued unabated. Rescue teams, working around the clock, employed drones, sniffer dogs, and heavy machinery in a desperate race against time. The city's disaster response mechanisms, though tested, swung into action, setting up shelters and providing medical assistance to those in need. The earthquake and its aftermath left an indelible mark on both Myanmar and Bangkok, exposing vulnerabilities and highlighting the fragility of life in the face of natural disasters. As the dust settled, the long and arduous task of rebuilding lives and communities began. The road to recovery promised to be long and challenging, but amidst the ruins, stories of resilience, compassion, and hope emerged, offering a glimmer of light in the darkness.